Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Rainer and this is my channel. It's called Rainierbooks. Today I wanted to present you 4 books that I found that were pretty interesting to me in my segment New Books in August. 4 releases that you might not want to miss in August. Let's get started. The first book I want to talk about is a novel by an American author. Her name is Leilani and the novel is called Luster. It's going to be published by Farrar, Strauss and Giroux on August 4. And it reminded me a little bit of Kylie Reid's novel Such a Fun Age from the setting, because we meet a woman, an Afro-American woman, and we meet a white family in this case. This is about Edie. Edie is stumbling her way through her 20s, sharing a subpar apartment in Bushwick, clocking in and out of her admin job, making a series of inappropriate sexual choices. She's also haltingly, fitfully giving heat and air to the art that simmers inside her. And then she meets Eric, a digital archivist with a family in New Jersey, including an autopsist wife who has agreed to an open marriage with rules. As if navigating the constantly shifting landscapes of contemporary sexual manners and racial politics weren't hard enough, Edie finds herself unemployed and invited into Eric's home, though not by Eric. She becomes a hesitant ally to his wife and de facto role model to his adopted daughter. Edie may be the only black woman young Akilah knows. Irresistibly unruly and strikingly beautiful, razor-sharp and stylicomic, sexually charged and utterly absorbing, Leilani's Luster is a portrait of a young woman trying to make sense of her life, her hunger, her anger in a tumultuous era. It is also a haunting, aching description of how hard it is to believe in your own talent and the unexpected influences that bring us into ourselves along the way. That sounds very interesting to me, and this is Leilani's novel Luster. The second novel that I picked for August is a novel that I would have liked to see on the Booker long list, actually, although I haven't read it, but it sounds very, very interesting. And this is Daisy Johnson's novel Sister, which is going to be published both in the United States and in the United Kingdom with different covers. I choose the American cover here on this video. Sisters is about 2 sisters who have a very close and not intimate, but who have a very close relationship with each other when they grow up, and they move with their mother to the coast, to a coastal town in the United Kingdom, and their relationship gets, for some reason, problematic and even threatening. And this also sounds very interesting to me, by an author who has been described by Lauren Groff as a monster of fiction. The third novel is on the long list of the Booker Prize that I want to point out here in New Books in August is Diane Cook, The Wilderness, published by One World Publications on August 13. Bia's 5-year-old daughter Agnes is slowly wasting away. The smog and pollution of the overdeveloped, overpopulated metropolis they call home is ravaging her lungs. Bia knows she cannot stay in the city, but there's only one alternative, the wilderness state. Mankind has never been allowed to venture into this vast expanse of untamed land, until now. Bia and Agnes join 18 other volunteers who agree to take part in a radical experiment. They must slowly learn how to live in the unpredictable, often dangerous wilderness, leaving no trace on their surroundings in their quest to survive. But as Agnes embraces this new existence, Bia realizes that saving her daughter's life might mean losing her in ways she hadn't foreseen. At once a blazing lament of our contempt for nature and a deeply humane portrayal of motherhood, The New Wilderness is an extraordinary, urgent novel from a celebrated new literary voice. This is The New Wilderness by Diane Cook. The fourth novel, and that's the last novel that I want to talk about here, and is the only novel that is written by a man. This is a thriller kind of novel by David Heska, Wanbli, Weiden. It's called Winter Counts, and it's going to be published on August 25 by Ecco Press. And it's a novel by a Native American author who is a citizen of the Lakota Nation. Virgil Wounded Horse. The half Lakota, half white narrator of Weiden's gorgeous debut serves as a fists for hire enforcer on South Dakota's Rosebud Indian Reservation. Ever since Virgil's sister died in a car accident 3 years earlier, her son Nathan has been living with him. Back when Virgil was an alcoholic, his erratic behavior drove away the love of his life, Maria Shortbear, but now he's sober, and after Nathan ends up in the hospital from an overdose of heroin, Marie returns to help Virgil take on the bad guys responsible for bringing heroin to the reservation. To complicate matters, Maria faces a decision about medical school in New Mexico, right as she and Virgil are falling back in love. The novel twists delicately around various personal conflicts while artfully addressing issues related to the politics of the reservation. Weiden combines funny, complex, and unforgettable characters with strong, poetic prose. This is crime fiction at its best. I think it's particularly interesting to hear a voice of a Native American author, because we not so often get settings in Native American, Indian American reservations. So I'm looking forward to see this novel. What are your new books of the month in August? Tell me in the comments below. Tell me if you like any, or if you're interested in any of the novels that I talked about. And as always, thank you very much for watching this. Have a great day, and bye bye.